In this lecture, we will create the animated intro for our game. Up at the top of our code, we need to add some shapes. I apologize in advance, due to the number of frames we need to load, this could get a bit tedious. But sometimes you need to do a lot of work to create an awesome video game. We will use screen.addShape and pass in storyboard1.gif. We need to do this for storyboard 1 through storyboard 47, so I suggest copying and pasting this line 46 more times, and then carefully changing the numbers so that the images 1 through 47 are loaded. Then we need to jump inside of the show start button function that we wrote in the last lecture and add a line of code. Right underneath the global start button line, we will type turtle.onScreenClick and pass in the function we want to be called on click, which is the load intro animation function. This is how we add click functionality to the start screen. Time to write our load intro animation function that we just referenced. We will use the def keyword and name our function load intro animation. Our function has to take in two parameters, which I will name x and y. Even though we won't be using the x or y position inside of this function, we have to add them because we called this function from the turtle's on-screen click function, which can only be used with a function that takes an x and y parameter. Just for additional context, the x and y are the position at which the user clicked on the screen. This function can also come in handy for games where mouse clicking controls the movement of characters on the screen. At the top of our function, we will use the global keyword and reference the start button, start screen, and isStart variables for our program. After that, we will set isStart equal to false. Then we will set turtle.onScreenClick to none, so that our game no longer loads this animation if the screen is clicked, as that would cause problems with the animation restarting if the user happens to click the screen again. We will hide the start button and start screen by calling the hideTurtle function on each of them. Then we will create a variable named intro and set it equal to a turtle. We will set the turtle shape to storyboard1.gif. Then we will call time.sleep and pass in 4 to wait for 4 seconds before the next image is loaded. These first few images have text on them, and we want to ensure that the user has enough time to read the text that we are displaying. Most of this function will be us displaying an image, then waiting a certain amount of time before showing the next image. We will show the storyboard 2 GIF image, followed by waiting 4 seconds. Then comes the third image, and another 4-second wait. After that comes the fourth image. Then comes a 4-second wait. And then we show the fifth image. Then comes a 2-second wait. Then we show the sixth image. Then we wait for 0.4 seconds. We do this for the rest of the images through 47. Then we will wait for 2 seconds. After that, we will call hideTurtle on our intro turtle. Finally, we will call our loadGame function. Let's stub out the loadGame function so that we don't get an error when we run our game. We will use the def keyword and create a loadGame function. Inside of this function, we will use the placeholder pass keyword for now. When we run the code, we can click the start screen, which will start the animated cutscene. The cutscene will play out like a retro cartoon on our screen. Great work! You learned how to load images in a sequence to create a 2D animation in Python. In the next lecture, we will create the level for our game.